unless I sink this shop.
Hey, what happened?
They're just overreacting. Just bought me $500.
Luis, Connor, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, my man. All good.
Well, thank you for talking to me today about Half Brothers.
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, Connor, let's start with you. Yeah, it's a road trip with his newfound brother, but Asher, he's an ideas guy, isn't he?
Yes, he is an ideas guy. He's a self-made man. He's a
Is he?
self-made man with not much made. He's a self-made man, but when you look at the evidence, when you look at what he's accomplished, there's not much there. But that's not what matters. It's what drives him as a person. It's what makes him happy. You know, if he just gets passionate about one thing for 1 week, and then the next week it's something else, and that's okay.
Severe ADD as an adult.
Yes, pretty much. Yes, significant ADD. Yeah.
And Luis, his strained relationship with his father, that's the source of all his issues as an adult, isn't it?
I think that's the source of all our issues in life. You know, like I really believe that childhood is destiny in a way, you know, so especially for this character, like after being abandoned by his father, he doesn't want to feel ever again. And that's the way he's like so closed, you know, with everyone, but so focused into his work. He's a workaholic, you know, he's a really successful businessman, but he is a disaster in his relationships. And that's the whole journey of the character in Half Brothers, meeting his half brother who is a mess financially, but he's a really heartfelt guy, you know, with a lot of sensitivity and really open to meeting new people, which I think that creates this really cool balance between both characters.
And Connor, how many times did you have to jump through that car window? How many takes did it take?
You don't
It was one.
Warms my heart. One take, and I thought nobody would notice. I thought everybody would think it was a stunt guy. Dude, that makes my day, sir. That makes my day.
Of course. You know, I look for little things like that.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, they were a little worried at first. I was like, no, I got this. Trust me, I got this. And it was awesome. One take.
Luis, what was it?
Luis was more worried than me, remember?
I was driving the car.
Yeah.
Everybody did their own stunts. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Luis, Juan Pablo Espinosa, I'm a new fan. I mean, he just blew me away. What an incredible performer.
He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing actor for sure. That was one of the most difficult characters we needed to cast because we needed an actor who could play my father when he's 35 and then when he's 60 and then when he's dying and being completely honest and truthful with his performance. And Juan Pablo did a great job. Yeah, I'm also a huge fan. And he's a great human being.
Oh my gosh, a wonderful human being. Yeah, he's amazing.
And Connor, did you guys both bond with the goat? Does the goat have a name?
George.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, it took a little bit. I'll be honest. I didn't have my dog with me and I was missing my best friend. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get that love from this goat. And goats are very different from dogs. That's not how they work. They take a little more time to find trust. They don't just love you because you feed them like a dog does sometimes. And he was rebellious, man. He was a diva and he would get angry and he would start ramming you in the shins if he wasn't happy with your performance. And so
typical pampered actor, it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he's not in the interview.
So tell me, Luis, when you first met Connor, because the chemistry between both of you is so important in this movie. When did you know you guys clicked? And just tell me about that moment. When did that happen for you, Luis?
I mean, honestly, when he opened his mouth in the audition room, I knew we found him. But I think when this relationship really started was when I offered him the role without the green light of the studio or the director. We were just rehearsing with the director, and I was so excited with his work that I told him, like, man, you're doing great. This part is yours. I mean, you're gonna play this role 100%. And the director was like, dude, that's not your work. You don't have the authority to give this guy the role. But I was like, but he's gonna play it. I mean, there's no one better than him. And I think that was the click moment for sure.
Well, Connor, you're a lucky man. You're such a talented performer. Great comedy. And also, guys, come to Las Vegas and visit us because we have an incredible zip line on Fremont Street. I'm serious. The whole length of this, I think it's called the, what is it? The something Zilla. So you got to come down and check out our zip line downtown Las Vegas. All right.
I love Las Vegas. I'll be back there soon.
Hello, Luke.
Hello,
How
Vegas.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm really good.
Oh, thanks for joining me today. Talk about Half Brothers.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's a road trip movie with two brothers who never knew each other. And I would think that the whole movie depends on the chemistry of the brothers. So tell me about finding Luis and Connor. And when you knew in that moment that this was your leads.
Yeah. Well, Luis picked me. I didn't know much about the movie, and I guess Luis was a fan. And so we Skyped. He was in Mexico. I was here in LA, and we Skyped, and we hit it off right away. And so then the real challenge was to find Asher, to find his American half brother. And we had auditioned so many actors. And then when I got these guys in a room together and just to watch Luis and Connor together, I mean, there was just no denying it. I remember we shot a ton of screen test with Luis and Connor, and then Luis and I sat in my house and just kind of watched them together. We just started busting out laughing. We were like, this is it. This is definitely, this is it. That's Asher.
And this movie's about family, but it's also a little bit about culture clash as well.
Big time. This movie has a little of everything, doesn't it? I mean, it's this kind of grounded buddy comedy, and then it's the kind of this heartwarming, dramatic kind of tearjerker movie about family. And then this is a culture clash movie, a guy from Mexico who hates America, who doesn't want to be in this country. The whole movie is trying to get out of this country. And this American guy who just doesn't understand Mexican culture. I mean,
I know it's weird to watch a movie where I'm on the other side of stereotypes,
Right,
like
exactly.
The Uber driver, and just all the things that he was saying. And I thought, okay, I can take it. Because there's always truth in some stereotypes, right?
Right. No, but that was the goal. I mean, in American cinema, we see all the stereotypes of Mexican culture. To see Renato's point of view and his stereotypes of American culture,
he was kind of fun. He was spot on. Yeah. So
right, yeah.
That's it. But I also think this movie embodies the American dream too, with his father and the struggles he did to come to this country, and then everything he sacrificed. And I thought, wow, it also has the American dream alive and well in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's really interesting. I mean, again, having, that was why I made the film, was to ride, there's two movies here, there really is. There's this comedy, and then there's this drama of this man trying to achieve the American dream and for his family, and to let his family survive, and to have both of these movies as one, and to walk that line of comedy and drama was really interesting for me.
And so who knew the breakout star in this film would be the GOAT, George? So
exactly.
What kind of demands did George make on the set?
George made a lot of demands. It ain't easy. It ain't easy working with a baby goat, but there were many times I had to look to Connor and Luis and be like, look, the goat's shining. You guys got to turn it up. I'm telling you, he's stealing the scenes. I mean, it lit a fire. It lit a fire under Connor and Luis for sure. Bring their A game.
Work with children or animals, Luke, and you already started halfway there.
Honestly, I thought I had done everything until I worked with a baby goat.
Well, congratulations on the movie. Come visit us in Las Vegas. We have a zip line downtown on Fremont Street that's supposed to be incredible.
I want to. It's been a couple of years that I've been to Vegas, but I'm dying to go. I'm going to be there before the end of the year for sure.
Well, congratulations with the film, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.